Since today is the 5-year anniversary of GTA 5, I figured this would be a really cool opportunity to go back and look at the trailers that Rockstar made, not only before the game came out, but also once the game was released and they were working on the next generation versions and, first person mode and PC. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going back and looking at all of the trailers that Rockstar released. I think I've got them all in proper order too. Which should be really cool. Now, fun fact before we get this started, in this trailer I'm showing you guys right here, which is just the official gameplay trailer. We'll actually take a look at it in a little bit. The girl who actually narrates this is Dan Houser's girlfriend, and Dan Houser is one of the founders of Rockstar Games. So that's kind of cool. That's sort of a fun fact you might not have known about, but this is the official gameplay trailer right here, but I want to start from the scratch. So let's start at the beginning with the official first GTA 5 trailer.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather.
So when I heard that line for the first time, why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. It was amazing. I remember exactly where I was when this trailer came out. I think I was in school. It might have been like my sophomore year of high school. And it was just a great trailer. Now, at the time, I didn't know that was Franklin. I didn't know that he was going to be one of the main characters. In fact, the only main character I thought we were going to be getting was Michael, who at the time looked very much like Tommy Vercetti. So I thought we were going to be getting Tommy Vercetti as the main character. It's amazing how much you thought you knew back in the day, and then when the game comes out, obviously you feel like you know nothing. So that right there is the very first trailer. So many things we learned from this one, but so many things I was wrong about as well. But it was the first time we got to see GTA 5, and it was just absolutely incredible to see, what Rockstar had entailed for us. We didn't know how long it was going to be till it was going to come out, because that happened in 2011, but still, we knew it was going to be an amazing game.
What do you want, Michael?
I don't know. I want something that isn't this.
The first character we were introduced to, Michael. Now, I thought Michael, again, was going to be the main character of this game. I did not think there was going to be more than one, and we sort of get our first look at Michael here, and on the surface, he obviously looks very troubled. I mean, the entire trailer is narrated with him, essentially, at his therapist's office. So that right there is kind of interesting. I mean, you show him having trouble with his kids and problems with his wife, Amanda, who we didn't know at the time. But we also sort of see the crazy side of him, and it was going to be interesting to see how Michael's story ultimately played out, because he did seem like a family man, but he was just so conflicted at the same time. Rockstar did a really good job of sort of setting up Michael as a character. So again, I thought he was going to be the first and only one, but obviously it turns out there was many more. And our second character, of course, is Franklin.
So you giving me a lecture about not being a good enough gangbanger? That's all we got? That's all hell it is.
Now, immediately when they introduced Franklin, I thought there was some sort of connection to CJ from San Andreas. I thought due to the same location, San Andreas. I didn't know at the time that their voice actors were actually cousins, but he sort of had that CJ vibe. And we also saw a lot of Lamar during this trailer, and that was confusing to me. I was like, are Lamar and Franklin, are they like a package together? Are we going to see them all at the same time? Turns out that wasn't the case. Lamar was obviously a huge character. He just wasn't one of the main characters, and we obviously know that he was supposed to be involved in the ending, but that, of course, never came to fruition. And this is just an awesome action-packed trailer, so I really liked getting to see Franklin. And our third and final character, of course, is Trevor.
I ever tell you about Trevor?
Now, Trevor, they really just introduced as a nut job, and I feel like that was pretty accurate. Now, I feel like Trevor's trailer gives away a lot because you see him interacting with Franklin and Michael a lot, which I guess you kind of knew was going to happen from day one, but I still felt like it gave away a lot in terms of the story and the characters that Trevor was going to be interacting with. He was definitely probably the most controversial character, certainly the most crazy, and definitely one of the most fun to play about with in the game. So those are our three main characters right there, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin in their trailers. Just unbelievable stuff. And then we get the official GTA 5 trailer that you probably saw on TV commercials and whatnot. This one was kind of cool. It gives us, an idea of the story of the game, the three main characters, their struggle, and sort of the plot that they're going to be going through, which has to do with a lot with heist. And that's obviously the big theme with GTA 5 is the heist and the three main characters interacting. I remember when this trailer came out, it gave me goosebumps. So that's the official trailer right there for Grand Theft Auto 5 when it came out on Xbox 360 and PS3. Now, we got to see the first part of this trailer at the beginning. This was the official gameplay video that Rockstar introduced. This is the first time they showed off gameplay in Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was really cool. It obviously showed off all of the different things you could do in terms of missions and driving and flying and parachuting and skydiving and sports. It was really cool. Of course, it was narrated in the same style like the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer was narrated. But again, this was awesome. It gave us a better idea of what sort of Rockstar had planned for the game in terms of the things we were going to be able to do, because the difference between cutscene footage and cinematic and gameplay is night and day. And we clearly saw that in the official GTA 5 gameplay video. The trailer after that was actually revealed. I remember exactly where I was. I was on an airplane, so I didn't catch it because I was actually traveling to E3. It was the teaser that happened at E3 for Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And I remember when I saw this trailer, just looking how beautiful the world was, because, you know, Rockstar was sort of limited when they developed the game for Xbox 360 and PS3. And now we get to see the game on a brand new system, a system that a lot of players had already moved on to. And I felt like this was just amazing. Obviously, we didn't hear any, audio from the characters. We didn't really see too much of gameplay. It was just cinematic shots. But man, did it really make the world of Los Santos and GTA 5 look absolutely beautiful. And I think that's what Rockstar was going for. And at the end of the teaser, they didn't even give out a release date. They just said it was coming fall 2014. And then a couple of weeks later, we got another trailer for the game, which revealed that it was going to be coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4 on November 18th. Now, if you watch this trailer on the surface, you might not catch a lot of things. But if you look for a lot of details, you'll notice many of the things Rockstar made change-wise to the Xbox One and PS4 versions of the game. Obviously, you can tell there's better graphics, and the lighting and the game itself just looks better. But you can notice all the pets and animals, the neon underglow on a lot of the vehicles, even some of the new cars that Rockstar hadn't introduced in the game yet. So if you look on the surface, you might not notice a ton other than the game just looking aesthetically a lot better. But if you look a little bit deeper, you'll notice that Rockstar showed off a lot of little cool things in this trailer. So that was confirming right there the fact that the game was coming out for Xbox One and PS4 on November 18th. Then we got a trailer called like a White Picket Fence or something like that. It was very similar to the first trailer they showed off, where they basically just gave us more details about the next generation version of the game. This time they were giving us more interactions with characters and, strangers and freaks and stuff like that, showing off how ultimately the world would work and, how beautiful the game was going to be. So this was very similar to the first one. Again, it gave us a little bit more details on the characters talking. And I think the trailer itself was basically just a part 2 to what Rockstar had already shown off, and gave us a better idea of what was ultimately going to be coming out on November 18th. So this was very, very cool of them. I remember watching those two trailers and just saying, man, GTA 5 is going to be an absolute beautiful game. And obviously we were right about that, because GTA 5 turned into pretty much a masterpiece. Now, after that, we got a very interesting trailer. I don't know if I'm going to be showing all of it in this video, but it was the first-person experience. Now, this one was massive because it was the first time in the GTA series that it was moving to first person. I mean, up until now, Grand Theft Auto had always been either top-down in the very early days or traditionally third person. So to see this game from a first-person perspective was very, very interesting. And the trailer did a really good job of showing off a lot of the different things we were going to be able to do in first person that would make it unique, like using the camera, like driving, like flying, using gunplay and stuff like that. Going over bikes and, just doing missions in first person. It was really cool to be able to experience all of this and just how different ultimately the game looked, because it really is a completely different game going from first person to third person and vice versa. So getting to see this trailer was amazing. It obviously showed the really hard work that Rockstar put into their game, and it also showed how different of an experience this game would be in first person compared to third person. Like I said, it's a completely different experience. This next trailer is probably my favorite. It's Grand Theft Auto 5 from PlayStation 3 to PS4. And basically, Rockstar compares the world and the differences that are going to be. Probably the biggest thing is the nature, obviously the new animals, the wilderness, the way it works. Same with like the weather and the pedestrians and just the detail of everything. Again, this is probably my favorite trailer just because it showed how different the game ultimately was. Like, it was insane to see the side-by-side comparison of the PlayStation 4 to the PS3. What we had been used to what we were going to be able to experience, which was just amazing to see. So again, this is probably my favorite trailer of all time. I will say that. And the final GTA 5 single-player trailer that we've received was for the PC. Now, the big difference for this one was the PC was obviously going to be 60 frames per second, which is something the consoles could not do. And you really did notice that watching the trailer. Obviously, everything's a whole lot smoother on PC. The ability of mods, which they didn't show off, and different resolutions and whatnot. This was really cool. I think it was by far the most in-depth and most beautiful trailer that they had created. Didn't necessarily show off anything new gameplay-wise because there really wasn't. The thing with PC, it was just a different system with, less limitations, I guess you could say. So that right there is looking back at the Grand Theft Auto 5 trailers, how they've changed throughout the years, and really just having a better appreciation of what the game is now in 2018, and obviously all those trailers we saw in 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15, etc. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Which GTA 5 trailer was your favorite? I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.